Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Excellent field position here for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Touch pass on the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Bounced off his feet. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. He's looking to pass. Got it! The throw and the catch were good. The run was not good enough. The defense stands tall and makes a stop. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Gonna run it. It's Monaga. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. Runs through a tackle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off play action on first down. He fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Nothing but green ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's strong. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They've got to start playing some better defense, but the 3's coming soon.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Monaga. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on first down. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. The sweet feet buy a little time. He chucks one out to the right. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half.
Ohio State 14, Rutgers 0.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Throws to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. He spins that thing down the middle. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Take over. First and 10.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's strong. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Fires left. He's got it. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's strong. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He wants to throw. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. Man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Rutgers 0.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on a recruiting trail in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Off the play fake on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Green 25.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Rutgers offense will take over. First and 10.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Pressure coming. Working on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He'll start this drive firing. He lets one fly deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down. Going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Milroe. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The option look. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
To the air, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Brings it in down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by one. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bernard. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling.
Going up top. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Ibuka. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Looking to pass on second down. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Howard. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Quarterback will audible. They want to just keep throwing it. Got the quick pass. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Hunter. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight his game.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's running in the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll take a deep shot here. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner is stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of it.
Flying out to the left. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The returner will field it and try to do something. And now the hit knocks it loose. Recovered by the kicking team.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Back to throw, it's Howard. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
Easy.
Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 50, the 40. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
On second down, just keeps firing. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Burton. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager.
He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking for a man. It's Howard. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Looking to the big tight end. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Catch in the middle, it's Fairweather. Touchdown, Auburn! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Ohio State, 14.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
First and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
Brings it down on the right side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Good timing on the quick out. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Uncorks it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25.
The end of the first half. With the score, Auburn 21, Ohio State 16.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They've got the screen set up.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
To throw, it's Sanders. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
On second down, wants to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Fair Fair catch, called for and made. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's now second down.
After the misfire, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Throws to the tight end. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Horn. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Ohio State, 0.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
With the score, Colorado, 14, Ohio State, 0.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Second down.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Horn. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
At midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sanders. Throwing right. Got his man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gapped.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Horn. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded. And
he's got it! Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Buffaloes will boot away to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Buffs! And the pummeling has started.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover.
They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there. Matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. He makes the connection. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Caught near the sideline, it's Horn. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Got it! So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big run.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you.
Sends it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great...
Oh, he wants it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks and 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinators got to love that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon.
And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Horn. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 42, Ohio State 21.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's thrown another interception. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He's got his man. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Going with the counterplay here. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Colorado has the ball back, and the hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Moves around to clear up the vision. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 81.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring, and he loses the football. It's recovered by